This is Chelsea Jean with the Local Experiment, and I am here to interview a tribute band for Pink Floyd for the Us and Them show at the Wicked Moose, April 26th. So I'm here with Brandon, Sampson, and John Wheeler for the tribute Pink Floyd band, Us and Them. And I know this is your second year that you're going to be doing this.
That's right, yeah.
What brought on the first year?
Very interesting little path. Paul Scott is a major Elton John fan. And how would Elton John have anything to do with Pink Floyd and us doing this? Paul had asked me to sit in and play some Elton John concerts with him, and playing pedal steel guitar that I play with Brandon in 6 Mile Grove. And I was pretty not very brilliant, because of like, where's there pedal steel in Elton John? There is. Tiny Dancer, Rocket Man, things like that. So we were doing a show, and I just happened to be kind of, fooling around on the steel guitar during the sound check, and was playing some Pink Floyd stuff, and the bass player, Michael Carlucci, says, "Hey, that's Floyd." And I said, "You bet it is. We need to do one of those tributes." And it kind of came along till last year around Christmas time, and Paul's talking to me about doing another Elton John tribute. So we started talking about it, and I said, we got to still do a Pink Floyd. It's got to happen. And he looked it up and found out that it was the 40th anniversary of the release of The Dark Side of the Moon last March. So one thing led to another. He knew musicians, I knew people, and we put together a really successful show last year out at the Wicked Moose.
And I will say, I actually heard a lot of good things about it. Yeah. I was not there, but obviously I'll be at this one. And I just got a sneak preview.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from the cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage?
are really lucky because everybody's coming from their own bands and their own deals, and to get that number, 11, 12, 13 people maybe even, together on the same night off to do a fairly large project, because our goal was complete, start to finish, heartbeat to heartbeat on the Dark Side of the Moon, including all the sound effects and all that stuff, and we did another set. But to get them together, and of course it ends up being on 420 last year, which was, it seemed to draw, some unique individuals to that.
A little reminiscing, perhaps, for some.
Apparently. This year, 420 this year is Easter, and that isn't a good idea, so.
So we're 426 in it this time.
426, and we found that we could get the people we needed to get together. Not exactly the same lineup as last year. There's a few people who couldn't commit to it. But we've added a couple people, a singer from Minneapolis, Chris Lynch, and local singer Amber Shaw Rogers.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found the same old fear? I wish you were here.
And what role do you guys each play within the?
So I'm singing 4
performance.
songs, playing
Okay.
acoustic guitar on those songs, and then John is on stage all the time, and he's playing steel, little keyboard.
A little synth
You're playing my
keyboard.
Strat.
I play Brandon's black Strat, looks like David Gilmour's 12-string guitar, which you heard with the video here. Even managed to sneak an accordion in there for some of the wall music.
Yeah.
So,
And what's like taking it back from last year to kind of get people excited for this year? What's like one of the best memories of last year for you on stage?
the number of times that I actually had goosebumps. Sometimes when you're performing, you just get too busy to think about reactions to things. And here, all of a sudden, I'm up there with these really great musicians, cool people, all teammates. There was no egos in anything. It was like this overrushed feeling that I'm getting to do something I've always wanted to do, since I've been a Pink Floyd fan virtually all my life. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And were you there last
I
year?
was. It was actually
Yeah, so-
my daughter's was born on that day, on 4/20 last
Yeah,
year.
about
So I
3 or
left the
4 in the morning?
hospital. Yeah. So I left the hospital and made the show just in time to play.
Well, that is a heck of a high.
Yeah.
I'm nervous as heck the day before looking at,
Yeah, I know. It was pretty nerve-wracking.
will you please have that baby? Come on.
But it's a good thing my wife's is a huge Pink Floyd fan, and her father is too. And so her dad came down to see the baby, to see our little girl. And then I rode with him to the show, and then we came back to the hospital, and they went home, and we stayed at the hospital. So it was nice.
That
Worked
is the
out
best
well.
story ever.
Yeah. It worked out really well.
And what is each one of your guys' favorite Pink Floyd song? And why?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, I just really like "Wish You Were Here," as does probably half the planet.
Yep.
I like that, so I enjoy singing that. What's the new one I'm doing?
On the Turning Away.
That's
Yeah.
my second favorite, I'd say. It's kind of a little less known, but
One of the things we heard from last year's show was people wanted more, which if you're going to hear something, that's a really good thing to hear,
Absolutely.
You didn't hear like, oh, you guys sucked or anything like that. No, they wanted it again. When are you going to do it again? Oh, can you do a little more of it? So the goal this year was to add music, add time to the show, and so we've added 6 songs, and one of the 6 songs is On the Turning Away, from like about 1987. After Roger Waters had left Pink Floyd, the 3 guys went on and recorded that album. And part of the way the show is constructed is there's an intentional use of chronology, of march in time. We start the show with a song that predates the Dark Side,
Okay.
and then we do the whole Dark Side, just everything. If you ask me my favorite song, it's called The Dark Side of the Moon album, because really it is one song. I mean, literally, the only reason there's a breakers, and you bought an LP, you had to turn it over to get on the song Money, so. To me, it's still one song.
Say what's that? No, I'm just saying
Yeah,
for us
right.
young folks.
Money?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, what's that? No.
And then we go in, we do some Wish You Were Here stuff, and then stuff from the wall, and that's kind of where we ended things last year. So we changed up near the end of the show and added 6 songs, and there's kind of, I won't say it's a surprise ending, but I'm not going to say what song we're playing at the end, but it is one song that takes us all the way back to Syd Barrett days, which was the real early Pink Floyd.
So you're going to leave us with a little mystery.
A little mystery.
Which
that
I like.
Gets people in the door.
Absolutely it does.
For the price of a latte and a cookie, you can come and see this concert, you know. So
That's a good way to, there you go.
very expensive. $10 is not much.
No, it's not much at all. Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming into our random location that you chose, and I love, and it worked out well. The sound was perfect, and I think it's going to give everybody a little taste of what they can expect on April 26th at the Wicked Moose. I'll be there.
Me too.
I hope so.
Hi, I'm Dave Sutton. I'm president of the Byron Community Foundation.
And I'm Chris Ryan, treasurer of the Byron Community Foundation. The Community Foundation is a nonprofit which is organized for the goal of connecting the community, enhancing the community, and strengthening the community.
We have a number of projects that we have put together to accomplish these goals. Currently, we're working on our Founders Club, which is a way to build our endowment fund, which will be here for the long-term sustainability of our community.
The foundation also has 3 main focus areas: healthy living, arts and culture, and citizen development.
Some specific examples of projects that might fit within the arts and culture focus area that we have would be enhancing our green spaces through more flowers, shrubbery, different types of plantings. We may also look at projects that would enhance music within the community by bringing maybe weekly music in the park. We could also look at statues along our trails to help bring in that sense of arts. And we also think that we can collaborate more with our current culture, such as Good Neighbor Days and also Grizz Fest.
A couple examples in the healthy living focus area would be improvements to the community gardens to expand on those. It would also be additions to the trail system with the workout equipment and expanding the trail system throughout Byron.
Lastly, some examples in our citizen development area include youth scholarships, activities for both youth and seniors, and also senior transportation.
Well, you guys have me so jazzed about what you are doing in the community of Byron. As a past resident, and my mom still lives here, it gets me really excited to see how you're going to expand it. And I really want to know where do we go to be able to donate, learn more, and make sure that we're becoming a part of this.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and find more information on our website at www.byroncf.org.
Or you can give us a call at 877-970-1919.
And lastly, if you're on the web and you feel like emailing us, you can email us at info@byroncf.org.